I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much. And welcome everybody to the Underground Gospel Show. It looks like we have a few people in here already. Sitting there. I guess y'all are chatting amongst yourselves waiting for me. Sorry I had a guest here on the patio tonight. And so I was helping him with a little bit of computer issues that he had. And we were just chit chatting back and forth. And anyway, he's got a ways to go. And so it was a very interesting evening. Anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Underground Gospel Show. This is a safe place to hang out. There is no trolling, there's no bad language. If we see it, we're going to block you out of the chat room. And I don't have a moderator, so you can get away with whatever you want to tonight, but I'll block you for later so you can't get back in. If you like what you see, remember to subscribe. Remember to smash down on that like button and hit the subscribe button. If you, let's see, I got a whole bunch of stuff here. You might be watching this on YouTube, which we will be on forever because YouTube, it keeps it on. And I got some new thumbnails that we're going to be uploading for each one of the episodes. This is episode 35. So I've been doing this. This is the 35th show that we've done now. We're also on Facebook if you're watching on Facebook, and I think that's where the numbers are. Oh, I got thumbs up already. Hey, thank you everybody who's sending me the thumbs up. We're also on Twitch, and if you're watching this on Twitch, I get my report, and that world is growing. So thank you so much for watching me on Amazon's Twitch. We really appreciate that. If you like what I'm doing, I'm going to throw up a little bug here with the tip code, and it's not going to stay up for very long, but it sits right there. Anyway, so if you guys want to take a picture of the tip code, you can send me a ducat or two. I was telling my buddy Jeff when he was up here, he goes, we were talking about movies and stuff that I've been in, and he goes, well, you must be really rich. And he's looking because I got a bit of gear here. I mean, there's a bit of gear that puts this show on, and so it looks like I'm rich, but I told him, look, I'm just a blue collar working musician. And the way you make $1 million in the music industry is you start with two. And I'm also, I'm also a writer and an actor in Los Angeles. So he thinks I'm rich, but I would just say I'm blessed. I mean, seriously, I am just abundantly, generously blessed and favored. In fact, there's a really good friend of mine who every single day we say that to each other, that we are abundantly, generously blessed and favored. I'm going to run a little banner at the bottom here. Oh, we got some comments going by. It says, yay, I'm so happy. That's so good. Thank you so much. We just thank you guys. I'm going to put this here. I'm not going to do that because I don't have the QR code running. How about this one here? Let's see. If you want to get a hold of me, how about that? For your suggest songs. Oh, before I get started with the first song, I got to tell you, I got studio time tomorrow. I'm going in the studio here. And I am recording about 25 songs, it looks like, and I'll be putting them together on a thing called playlists. Since Amazon won't let me string together a set of playlists that people can listen to, you can create your own. Go to Amazon. You can find the links for all the songs that I have right now on nightmusic.com. In fact, I ought to run that little thing right there. So you can run all my music on nightmusic.com. That didn't run. Come on, really run, please go. Anyway, so if you go to night-music.com, you can listen to my songs. You can link to them from my nightmusic.com, and then you can add them to a playlist or create your no playlist. I just can't create a playlist to share with you, which is kind of strange anyway, but supposedly I have been talking to them and we'll try to get that worked out. But so I'm just going to name my next album playlist, so that way you can download my playlist, because I mean that's the album. And as you can tell, I do have a mute mic. How about this? I don't know if you saw that, but I just said I could say whatever I want to and you can't hear me because I do have a cough button. How about that? I didn't realize that. Okay, so I'm about 5 minutes in this. Do we have anything else going on? Let's see. If you go to nightmusic.com, you can get there for show times, links, garments, lyrics, contact email, live show information, how to support me monthly for about a cup of coffee. And I do not sing, so God can speak directly to your heart. I had a friend of mine today who was, I guess, working on his set, and he goes, "How do you remember all these words?" And I'm like, "I don't. I'm an instrumentalist. I don't need to. You can go to nightmusic.com, find all these songs under the lyrics, and you can let them speak directly to your heart. We do have sponsorship opportunities still, so if you or if you're interested in sponsoring this show, contact me at through nightmusic.com. We'll figure it out. And if you'd like me to come to your church or city or any event that you have coming up, I'll be glad to do that too. Well, I'm about 6 minutes into the show right now, so it's about time to do a song. How about that? Yes. So I had a guy that was called Angus Day. It means Lamb of God. It's Latin. And he said, "Well, you play a lot of older songs, and the reason why is because on the first album that I did, the playlist that I've uploaded, which is up on, oh my gosh, it's on Google, it's on iTunes, Apple Music, it's on Amazon, it's on Napster and Deezer, and I mean the links to it are on nightmusic.com. But the first album that I uploaded was all public domain songs. And the reason why is because I didn't have to pay for licensing. Then I find out, and this is cool, that YouTube and Facebook and Twitch, I guess Periscope used to, but I don't know if they're still around anymore. That was owned by Twitter, and I don't really do a lot on Twitter. Um, it's just too noisy for me. So anyway, they were saying the fact that They cover all the licenses so you can play anything you want to while you're live streaming. Oh, somebody out there just got an idea. Ooh, I can do that too. But anyway, so you can do anything you want to, and they pay all the licenses so you can play any song that you want to. It doesn't have to be a public domain song, it can be a very modern song. So I'm going to do another kind of a modern. No, actually, I've only done this like 4 times and I don't feel prepared to do it, so I'm not going to do it right now. So I'm going to go back and do. Let's see, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Let's do. I just had a guy that was here, and I was helping him with his computer, and he mentioned, "Hey, do you know any Skinner?" And I said, here's the deal. I do. You give me $100, I'll play whatever you want me to play. But as long as I'm sitting up here without $100, I'm going to play whatever I want to play. And I do that a lot and I use that line a lot when I'm out, playing live. And so then after it, I always follow it with this song. So. And I'd go. No, I'm not going to do Freebird. That's usually what happens is somebody will yell, Freebird! Yes, holy, holy, holy. It's kind of a mellow evening. I had, like I said, somebody up here earlier, who was working, but he wanted to skedaddle before the sun went down because he had a long way to go, and he wasn't sure about his headlights working, so he wanted to get out while the sun was still up in the sky. I guess the sun's lowering because I don't know if you saw the lights come on, but the lights have come on. We have a couple of. I'm doing some different lighting of things around the courtyard today, and trying to see what we have. And what we have is critters. Well, that's actually a lightning bug. That's okay. During the last song, though, I did have a mosquito just like peck me, just dart me right in the back. So that was kind of fun. So I'm just going to do another like little slower song here. Ah, e e. Now I itch. Now I have an itchy going on. Yes, come thou font of every blessing. Um, it's funny when you're playing these and you start thinking of jumping around. I was listening to a podcast. I'm really, really, really blessed and fortunate to have some wonderful podcasts I listen to. And one of them's the Hillsong podcast. Not to name drop. Oops, just dropped the name. But yeah, so the pastor of Hillsong has a podcast on leadership, and it's primarily church leadership, but it's almost every podcast that he mentions this next song. And so uh well, I'm going to do this for the pastor anyway. um this is so funny because my mind literally, I can think of his wife Bobby, and I this is going to drive me nuts because I'm sitting here trying to think. I know. Yeah. It's driving me crazy. Hold it. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Brian Hughes. Brian. Okay, we can stop the comments over coffee. So if your YouTube isn't growing enough, but anyway, so Brian Bobby Houston. So Brian Houston, I don't know why that didn't. I mean, here it was. I was listening to the podcast today and thinking about the fact that he mentions one of the songs that I do, and I can't remember the person's name. So that's what happens, I guess, when you get. They say that that's what happens. You lose something and then you lose your memory, but I can't remember what the first thing was because I guess I lost my memory. Anyway, so here's Anyway, it is well with my soul. That was actually written in 1873, and once again, it's one of the older songs that we have up on Amazon right now and up on iTunes. If you want to download that song or create your own playlist, Amazon won't let me create a playlist, so I'm recording a bunch of new songs that will be called Playlist 21, and I go into the studio starting tomorrow, and it'll take up. Well, I can't tell you because music industry. Let me tell you the secret about the music industry. If you don't know, everything takes twice as long and costs twice as much as you think it's going to take. So that's why if you want to make $1 million in the music industry, you start with two because it's going to take twice as long and cost twice as much. Anyway, so and I am in the music industry, so I start recording tomorrow. We're going to go into the studio. We have a bunch of 90-minute blocks set up, and I'll be able to do one song in a 90-minute block, and then have the videos and everything edited and ready to go. It takes about 10 hours to do a 3-minute video. I mean, that's just the way it works. That's just the way it works. Um, anyway, so thank you all for watching right now. I see 3 eyeballs up here, right here, but I don't know where they are. I think these are Facebook eyes. I have a couple thumbs up. That's really cool. Thank you guys for doing that. I have some chat messages. That was really cool. So I'm going to do, what am I going to do? I'm going to do a couple more songs. Oh, you know what? I haven't done this song in a long time. Yes, to God be the glory. Um, like I said, somebody on Facebook the other day said, "How do you remember lyrics?" And I said, "I don't have to. I'm an instrumentalist. I'm kind of blessed by that." So I'm going to do a song now that was oh, let's see. This I want to do the one. Yes. This was written by Martin Luther about 500 years ago. And it was right after the Black Plague. I don't know if you guys know the story, but he had gone into a monastery to translate the Bible from Latin into German because the church was telling people to do things that weren't actually in the Bible, and so he wanted to create a version that people could actually read for themselves. So when he came out, he found out that everybody was kind of dead because of the Black Plague. I mean, his family was dead. 3 out of 4 people died during that plague, during that pandemic. That was in 1520. But one of the people in his town, by the name of Gutenberg, had created a offset pressing system to print out the king's proclamations. And so Luther said, "Hey, have you ever thought of making a book?" And he goes, "Well, I'd like to. You got one?" And he goes, "Kind of do. I just spent the past 6 years writing one." So anyway, that's how we got the Bible. So when people say, "Well, the Bible's a book about 2,000 years old," well, actually, the Bible's made up six books, and actually, it was the first book ever written, and that was about 500 years ago. So don't get me started on it. Um, anyway, so this is a song that he wrote though called "A Mighty Fortress Is Our God." Yes, "A Mighty Fortress Is Our God," written by Martin Luther, who started the Lutheran Church. If you're interested in that, and he started that back, like I said, after 1520, after the pandemic, called the Black Plague, which was also the beginning of the Renaissance and the end of the Dark Ages, which is kind of ironic because that's when the church ran everything. We call that the Dark Ages. Mm, I don't know. I think I'm looking forward to Jesus coming because that's going to be the light ages, and that's what I'm after. Is The gentleman that was here earlier, he said that he had some vintage equipment. He goes, "You come by my house, I'll just give you this equipment." And he goes, "I'm not going to kill you or anything." And I'm laughing because like I'm a Christian, and that's not that I want to, be killed or anything, but the goal is to get up and dance before the king. But I think I have a little bit of work to do before I get there. So, needless to say, it was really funny. He's like, "Well, I'm not going to kill you," which kind of makes me think, yeah, he might have wanted to kill me, but probably not. He probably is watching this and he might show up tomorrow night. So, hey, if you're watching this, Jeff, God bless you, man. I hope you get your car fixed. Hope your lights come on. Um, let's see. Let's do another little slower Irish song, and then we'll probably call it a night because it looks like I'm down to about 3 minutes before we're done. Anyway, um, yeah. So thank you so much for watching, and tuning in tonight. We're going to be, in fact, let's see if I have that scroll here. Yeah, right there. So the next show is going to be tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Right here, whatever channel you're watching this on, if it's on Twitch, if it's on YouTube, if it's on Facebook. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do not do a um pre-show on Saturday night. So that was only on Friday night. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm going to run credits right now and we'll call it an evening. You know what? God bless you. I mean, each and every one of you. I just hope that the Spirit of God pours out his blessings and his favor and his anointing in your life in exceedingly abundant ways. If you don't know him, I hope that he draws you closer to him. And if there's anything going on that's a challenge in your life, I hope that, I had a person one time who said, "Well, Christians use Jesus as a crutch." And I'm like, "No, dude, I use him like a stretcher." I just lay in his presence and just get carried. I'm kind of like Mary in that story where, Martha's running around just like, "Do you see my sister's not helping?" And Jesus, like, if you only knew, she's doing the right thing. Settle down, have a seat. Everything will be fine. You got a whole bunch of people here that will pitch in and join you if you just rest in me. And so I just hope that everybody watching this, when you're watching this now, the few of you that are on right now, and the people that are watching this in the years to come, I just hope that you rest in the Spirit of God. And God bless you. Okay, I'm on the complete wrong side to even run credits, which is why I need a moderator. So if you know anybody who wants to make some money and be a moderator to a gospel music show, here we go.